what is the time frames for this? So if a salesperson is listening to this now, should they be setting aside a week to, so they add all the prospects on a Monday, the next day they touch them, and then Friday they go in with some kind of soft pitch to get a phone call? Is that the
Yeah.
kind of time frames, or is it 2 days? Is it months? What? Obviously.
It's always going to be revolving.
Uh huh.
So the 10 people that you invite on Monday, 2 will accept right away,
Hmm.
5 will accept you. So you can't really go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I wish you could. That would make it much easier. But you can at least by seeing your new connections, by sorting by your new connections under my network and connections, and you can sort
Hmm.
by a new or recent conversations. They just switched that over, but you can at least see who you've been engaging with, and how you've been engaging with them. So yeah, you can follow up. So yeah, the follow up letter can come right away. That's fine. You invited them, they accepted. You're following up right away. Um, you may want to take you'll go to their profile, and if they're checking that you viewed their profile, that's another touch
Mm.
actually. So that's 3 touches without making any effort whatsoever, really. The fourth touch, which should come maybe a couple days later, go ahead and endorse them. They'll get notified if they've got that turned on. So if they've got skills listed, go ahead and endorse some skills. Now, don't endorse them all, because that will just look creepy. And truly only endorse the skills that you have some idea about. Like, I wouldn't go to your profile and necessarily endorse you for automated marketing, because I don't know. But I would definitely endorse you for your podcasting skills and your sales skills. So you go in and endorse them for a couple things. Again, you're not, it's just that top of mind awareness piece. They will probably see it. They might not see it, but just be aware of that. You'll go in maybe a couple days after that. So it's just in the habit of eating that elephant one bite at a time.
Hmm.
Get your list of actions down, and then just go through every day, and okay, I need to do this person, this person, this person. And I'm going to come back to a very, very important part in just one second. Um, and then you view their activity, like, comment, share. Now you've been touching them enough time. This is getting kind of obscene, but you've been giving them enough light touch, what I call a light touch, that now you might go in for another ask. Now, the ask probably should not be, hey, want to buy my stuff. The ask should be something like, I have some information I'd love to share with you if you're comfortable with that. Would you be open to doing an interview? Would you be willing to answer this question for a survey that I'm doing? So go for an ask. It's not necessarily a sale, but go for, that first big ask. Um, and then maybe the next 2 times you engage with them, it's to share something helpful and useful. So, one of the things that you can still do on LinkedIn once they're connected to you is you can tag them, which is similar to like a Facebook list or even a Twitter list. It's your way of segmenting and assigning, a tag to them so that you can manage your network. They don't see it, by the way.
Hmm.
So, if you've got a tag that's, hot prospect interview New York City CEO. So now you know exactly who that person is. And if you've got 4 or 5 or 10 or 15 of them, you can assign all of them that same tag if you want. And now you have a way of getting in touch with them. Or if you want to, you can even do it by the date you connected, although that would get a little insane after a while.
Hmm.
But it's your way of managing your connections. And now you can very easily go into your tags, sort by, New York CEO, top prospect, interview. You can say, as a CEO in New York City, are you frustrated by traffic on Monday mornings? Here's a great transportation list I found that will help you get from A to B easier. It doesn't have to be your own stuff, by the way. It's
Yep.
just something that a CEO in New York City on a Monday morning might be concerned about. If your target market are female lawyers and practice owners in Dallas, then you have a different piece of content. It might be your own, it might be somebody else's, hopefully not a competitor's. but it's a way of sending them helpful, useful information, building that sense of know, like, and trust with them. Now, this is going to seem like an awful lot of work. Like, why don't I just get them in my email list, do automated marketing? I only have to write the email once. They get tagged, and we're gone and off, and I get money pouring in. Well, first of all, you're not supposed to export your connections, um, and secondly, this isn't necessarily a numbers game. It really is about finding maybe 10 top prospects a week. 10, not 100, not 1,000, 10 top prospects a week, and nurturing those 10 top prospects, and then nurturing another 10, and then nurturing another 10, because that whole process is not going to take more than 30 minutes a week for those 10 prospects, because you'll already have swipe files, or you'll already have most of this content written up. You just need to tweak it a little bit. And by the way, if you have a VA or an assistant, this is an excellent thing for them to do. You want to keep your eye always on the prospect, but just the sending messages, etc. Um, so it's not really a numbers game. It really is about nurturing those 10 people, because if your closing rate is 10%, then you're closing one of 10 people a week. If you're getting a new sale, one a week, that's probably enough for most people on this call to make a really, really healthy living.
Mhm.